Yeah, I thought that was a good win for us. I think a lot of respect. Utah Valley, they're one of the better rebounding teams in the country. They really get on the offensive glass and even really make it hard to get offensive rebounds. And I thought we did a good job there, and we definitely addressed our defensive issues from the previous game, trying to get back to building that identity. And we weren't perfect, but we were definitely more centered, focused on that area, and it was a good win for us.
Just want to get your thoughts on Stinson's performance, his first game, first shot, the three he makes. Just talk about his performance and also kind of what a decision to get in.
It's just we need. It's funny because we have some guys that I would call combo forwards in the program that are just, we need another perimeter guy. And he's kind of a 3-2, 2-3, 6'6", 6'7", some size. And Ryan has been pretty much that guy for us and probably playing a little heavy minutes. So it just saying like we need more size on the perimeter, bottom line, with Oziyah. Oziah's a good size 2 guard, and then Ryan's a good size 3, and then adding Evan there to try to get some help there. And I think he's going to be a good player moving forward. It's put him in a tough spot. He really hasn't practiced that much, but it's just kind of what we need, I think, moving forward. And he played well, so hopefully he can continue.
Coach, just talk to me a little bit. 63 points today in the game when you went 63 and a half last game. Just talk to me a little bit more about your defensive performance tonight.
They just we had a good focus. I mean, I think Jaylen does a tremendous job. I think people watch him play, just causing havoc, loose balls, turning people over. Just a guy you just get tired of guarding you, I'm sure, if you're opposing point guard. And that kind of gets us going. And they were completely 180. I think good talent, but exact opposite the previous team. This was a big physical team that was going to try to score inside, and and we were up to the task. And I thought, like I said, Maxime played his best defensive game because he guarded Welling. He was 2 for 12 and kept him off the glass. That guy's good. And so I was really proud of Maxime for playing that way.
Hey, Coach, not getting into your secrets, but what was the game plan coming in off of those 2 losses? And they kind of jumped on you guys right away. So what was going through?
Yeah, no, I just think we're not I'd say we're not a confident group yet, like used to win. So I was like, I got to be careful. Like I didn't jump them too much. I was like, we weren't ourselves. And so the deal was just try to get back to what we talked about previous 6 months. Like if we don't defend, we're hoping. And it says you're hoping to win, you exchange baskets. And so it was just about let's guard. And you're right, we start off slow, and Chisholm Akpara gave us a big lift, just kind of got us going. I think his plus-minus was tremendous tonight. Where's old Chisholm? Where is it? I thought it was pretty good. Plus 19 in his 23 minutes. He gave us that. When he checked in the game, he got the score going that way. And he was in there the last 2 minutes and first 4 minutes of the second half and did a great job.
Coach, you guys had 11 players playing today. Just talk to me about your depth.
Yeah,
we haven't been playing a lot.
No, we haven't. We're trying to get 8, 9, and 10 going. We need it. We'll need it. And trying to build some confidence there. I think, like I said, Evan getting 12 minutes was good. Benny was probably need a few more when they're pressing us, but Benny's been rock star for us, and he'll be good. Chisholm, 23 minutes there, that was good for us too. So, Anthony got a quick hook, and it's but it's hard to get them all in there, and he's been good for us all year, so he'll bounce back too.
I'm just kind of curious. Maxime was 0 for 4 from deep tonight. Just how do you feel about a big man taking threes or with him?
You know what? My thing is like time and score is the hardest thing for like the big guy to figure it out a little bit. Like I love him in a pick and pop situation, end of the clock off a ball reversal, great, good shot. Got the defense, made the defense guard us. He took a transition one tonight that was not a bad one. I like if he's running into it's fine. As part of his game, he's been a good 3-point shooter, and I thought he took one questionable one. Maybe he didn't need to go shot fake, step back, but he's made a few of those for us. I think he was really good passing out of the post tonight. I don't know if because they were bringing with a low double, and he made some really nice passes. So he wasn't doing that 3 weeks ago, So I think it's all part of the development, him being the lead dog, and really we kind of play through him, and how he goes, we go.
All right, Coach. Jaylen hits this big shot against Santa Clara, and then today's lead the way, and also Oziyah comes in and does his thing. So, how do you like the help that Maxine is getting from
Love it.
two guys?
I think they said those three guys really established themselves. I think of being consistent performers, and not to diminish the other guys, but this kind of lead dogs, as you'd say. And then and then getting Chisholm more comfortable coming off the bench has been a good add for us because he threw a couple nice passes out of the post. He settled down on his post move. So those guys coming, and then I think like Ryan is a great blender, as we call it. Like, he really plays both sides of the ball. He really rebounds. He's a threat to make a three. He had some really nice passes. Benny's been that. Aiden wasn't his best tonight, but Aiden's been that consistent for us too. So it's coming together, and maybe Evan, or someone else, I'm not sure yet, but Evan kind of has that, like I said, that dynamic too, where he's a threat to just good athlete, and he can just catch and shoot, and he can put on the floor a little bit too. He can pass. He can do a lot of things too. So that's the next piece to the puzzle.
So, Coach, you guys play Cal on Saturday. Obviously, a big game. Just talk to me a little bit about how you're preparing for that.
We got kind of we got to take tomorrow off, get rested up, and then we'll practice Thursday and Friday, and it's an early game Saturday, so there's not a lot of prep time. And I really haven't watched much of them. I think they're, just by their scores and the little I've seen, they're getting better. They're pretty good. They had a tough one tonight, but to get up big on the road and SEC, obviously, that's a good sign. So it'll be fun. It's first ACC game, first league game, first ACC game, and it's your rival. Kind of why you come to college play. It's what college basketball is about. So I've coached in that gym before, but not wearing the Cardinal. So it'll be fun.
Anything else? Cool. All right.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
You led the way today. What was the motivation coming into today's game? Of course, you guys were coming off those two losses.
Yeah, I mean, the motivation was pretty obvious. I mean, coming off of two losses, didn't sit well with us and the team. And for us, we just had to keep moving forward. And obviously there's motivation every game because we always have something to prove individually or as a team. But especially when you're coming off two losses, two games that, we felt that we should have won. And for us, we had to double down our fundamentals and get back to what we do, and that was play defense. And for us, that's what we did.
So both you guys shot, or sorry, not you guys, but the whole team shot 2 for 13, 15% from 3 in the second half. Just talk to me a little bit about overcoming. Obviously, you don't expect to win games when you're shooting like that, but how have you been able to overcome that?
I got it. Just still playing together, still playing our game. Whether shots are going in or we're missing shots, just continue to shoot. Our coach have full belief in us and all of our shooters. We're all really good shooters, so even when things are not going good, we can still play defense hard. We can still bring energy, and all that will translate. So,
Just kind of talk a little more about the defensive intensity that picked up. Kind of what was the key to that? Just effort or energy, or what kind of is the key to that?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times you can have a perfect game plan on defense, but if you don't have the toughness or the energy or mindset to get a stop or stop the guy in front of you from driving and getting by you or fighting through a ball screen, and none of it will work. So for us, it was just a mindset that you can't let these guys score. We have a mindset of getting kills, 3 stops in a row. That's our mindset for every defensive possession, is to get a stop and don't let the guy in front of you score the ball. And if he does get by you, believe that the person to your right and left has your back.
Hey, Jaylen, so remember you said you guys were upset about the 2 losses, but these guys jumped on you guys early. They even got a 6-point lead early in the first half. So what was the mindset at that moment that, okay, we can't make this the 3rd in a row?
I mean, that was our mindset, but for us, it's just weather the storm. I mean, everybody's going to throw a punch here and there, but it's who takes the most punches. And obviously we took that first punch, and obviously we kept throwing punches and ended up with the win. But, everything's not going to be great 100% of the time. It's what you do when things aren't going well. And for us, we just had to double down on, all right, what do we do well? What can we get better at? And that's what we did.
Just talk to me a little bit about practice this week, coming off 2 losses, how you were able to, what coach was saying to you guys, so you were, playing differently, trying to get these wins.
Yeah, I actually missed 2 practices this week, so I was a spectator. But just going back to the basics, the basics that got us the first 6 wins. A lot of defensive stuff, a lot of defensive drills, a lot of high energy, a lot of talking, just a lot of basics. Just getting back to our roots and not losing track of what we do well.
I'm just curious, how much of an emphasis is there on getting back, seeing more scoring to help with those you guys talk about, or just kind of talk about, obviously, not how these can be too reliant on offensively. Does you guys talk about it all, or are you just out there just playing the game? That makes sense.
I mean, Max is a great player, and we rely on him to score the ball, but even getting him the ball creates opportunities for other people, because if you leave him one-on-one, he's going to score the ball. And if you double him, that means somebody else is open. And when you got shooters like Oziyah, Ryan, Benny, everybody on the floor, then you're at our mercy. So continue to play through him. I mean, for us, we're going to knock down shots. We're going to get him touches. And, a lot of good things happen when Max has the ball.
All right, so Jaylen, I haven't talked to you since then, but the game winner you got against Santa Clara, what did that do for the confidence of you on this team? Because we know you played the high level at Duke, but what did a shot like that do for you this season as for what your role will be on for the team?
I mean, it was just it was an unbelievable moment, for sure. For the past 3 years, just to have that ability to take that shot and the confidence that my teammates had, but it was just it was a group effort, and just for me to make that shot, it wasn't just me making that shot. It was everybody else on the team making that shot, because they put us in position. Oziyah had a great game that day. I think he had like 23 points in the second half. So obviously I hit the shot at the end of the game, but there was a lot of work that my teammates did to get us in that position. And obviously I work on that shot a lot behind closed doors. So for me, I had the utmost confidence taking that jumper, because I've done it thousands of times before. When nobody's watching, it just happened that I just took that shot, and a lot of people were watching, and it happened to be at the end of the game.
That was all right.
Jaylen, you guys play against Cal on Saturday. First ACC game is a big rivalry. Just talk to me a little bit about what you're expecting, how you're preparing for that.
Yeah, I mean, every ACC game is going to be a challenge, and you throw our record out the window now. Our record is 0-0 going into ACC play, and for us, we're just trying to go 1-0. Obviously, it's a rivalry game, but it could mean less. We're just trying to get a win.
Anything else? Yeah, for Oziyah, I'm just curious, having played, I think you played Cal before from USC, just kind of, obviously they got a lot of new faces there, but just kind of thoughts on, any just kind of thoughts on having faced those jerseys before, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm super excited. Obviously people know now I grew up in the Bay Area, so that's a game that I look forward to watching, going to, things like that. So to finally playing it, I'm super excited. And yeah, that's all I can really say. At USC, I faced them, I think 4 times over the 2 years. So I'm kind of familiar just with, the arena. Obviously they got a new team and stuff like that, but yeah, I'm excited for Saturday for sure.
Awesome. Thanks. We'll be back.
Appreciate you.